Let's talk about what the restaurant industry can teach us about web design. Yep, restaurant industry is a pretty darn smart industry, and especially when you start looking at those menus, those people know how to have you say yes to the items they really want, which is exactly what we're trying to do when it comes to web design and our website, right? So, here's a couple of things you can learn from, well, just this little menu on the page. You'll notice that there's a different caliber of menu depending upon the caliber of restaurant. The lower end, lower price restaurants have so many offers, so much information, and lots of tiny print, all tightly put together. What that says to the reader is, well, you have so many options to choose from, and honestly, it's going to be cheap. When your text is condensed like that and you have a lot of it, it says cheap, 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 cheap. What does that mean when it comes to your website? Well, if you want the cheap, 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 cheap kind of website, then you better have very little text and lots of white space because high-end luxury restaurants have lots of white space and very simple descriptions. The other thing to consider is, well, how the eye naturally flows. It naturally goes upper left to middle right to lower left. It doesn't zigzag, basically. This middle right basically is the sweet spot. Go look at restaurant menus, especially the one pagers, and normally that's where they have a call out box to help hold your attention just a little bit longer because that's normally where the entrees, the higher priced items are listed. So, same holds true with your website design. What is kind of in that middle right when it comes to the fold of your website? So basically what people organically see when they put your website up before they start to scroll. Is it copy that you really want them to read? Is it a photo or video to truly help them be engaged? Better be, because that is your sweet spot. Lastly, you got to understand how the brain works. If you put something in the center of a list, nope, not going to be the answer. Normally, people go with the first or the last. So make sure that your first offer or your last offer is the offer you want your audience to say yes to. Yep, restaurant industry as well as many other industries can teach us how to make smart web design for our audience and for our bottom lines and offers.